Y'all come on into Miss Dana's kitchen. I want you. Y'all are gonna love this recipe because it is perfect for this holiday coming up, Memorial Day. And I love Memorial Day. It's sad, I know, to think about, but I'm so grateful to all of the veterans and those who have gone before us. So we're gonna celebrate them and have Everything's Better in Texas caviar. Now, you know what? We're not really using caviar. We're really using black-eyed peas. But people in Texas and the South would just as soon probably have as black-eyed peas as caviar. So that's why this is named that. First, we're gonna make the dressing. You use a 1/4 of a cup of olive oil, a 1/4 of a cup of vinegar, and I use this cane vinegar. It's so good from Steen's. And if you'll notice, I put the onions in there early, and that helps to kind of take the bite out of the onion, and it makes them just a tiny bit sweet and easier to eat, and it makes the whole dish better. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of sugar, and I was actually lucky enough to find some cane sugar here in Nashville. I'm gonna use 3 dashes of hot sauce. Now this is one recipe and it's on Miss Dana's Kitchen. You can find it. I used a different kind of vinegar on my website, but if you can find this or order it from Steen's, you will like it better. A pinch of salt.
2 pinches.
2 pinches,
oh,
yes.
That's, are you about to do 3 pinches?
No, I'm fixing,
oh, okay.
Because whatever you're supposed to do that, I thought, well, may as well keep up the good work. Some black pepper, and then I'm going to whip it together. And now I'm going to add in my garlic, because garlic can have a pretty strong taste as well. And if you add it in a little bit early, then it helps to kind of tame it. And I don't know if y'all know this, but if you have chopped garlic and your hands are garlicky, if you'll take any of your spoons that are aluminum like this and rub, it takes the scent away of the garlic. Okay, so here we go. Stir it together again. Now this is one recipe of this. I'm making it for my family. Actually, my family could probably eat 2 recipes of it, but I'm fixing to make it for an event that I'm going to provide some food for, Country for a Cause, and I'm really excited. It's June 5th at 3rd and Lindsley in Nashville, so if y'all are in town, you'll want to come because they have a lot of artists. It's for a great cause, and it'll be just a lot of fun. You will be glad that you did. I believe it's a Wednesday night, but anyway, June 5th. Okay, so I'm adding my Roma tomatoes. Don't y'all love this handy little thing? It's my new favorite toy. Okay. And 1 jalapeno pepper that I have de-seeded. Now, I don't always take the seeds out because we like the heat. But for this, and especially if you're making it for a crowd, because one time, if you just like taste that seed, you'll be surprised and maybe need some water right away. So I did seed it today. And I was going to show you too about the Roma tomatoes. A lot of times in dips like this, you don't want the seeds of the tomatoes, and that's why I use these Roma tomatoes, because look how easy it is to de-seed them. You can just slice them in half lengthwise and cut it, and then just take those little seeds out. So it doesn't take you any time at all. Okay, and so I have some lime zest. I'm gonna add that, and remember what we said about adding lime zest and lime juice. Always zest your lime first. So I was gonna show y'all, I've zested this lime first. I'm gonna add some red bell pepper along with it. I've already actually added the bell pepper. These are our tomatoes. They're so pretty, aren't they? Just beautiful and red. Okay. And we will just stir it all together. Now look how simple that was, y'all. And look how pretty this dish is. Now I'm telling you the truth, people love it. The thing about it is that I'll chill it for a little while before I serve it. Unless my family walks in, then they might eat it all up before we serve it. But if I can chill it for a while, I'll chill it for a while. But then you can just put it out and you can serve it at room temperature. And it's like every bite is something different and it's just so good. Okay, I'm gonna finish this and then I'm gonna go over how to cut a bell pepper again with y'all. We did it a while back, but just in case you've forgotten. So remember my little trick on the lime juice? You can actually put it in the microwave for just about 5 seconds. It does not take very long at all. And then it kind of makes it soft enough for the juice to come out. But if you just have a fork and you need to just do it like this, I think this recipe would actually be really good to take camping too, because it doesn't require any cooking at all. Okay, so I think we love lime juice. I think I'm gonna put both sides in it. So that's the juice of a lime. So you just put your fork in there and squeeze. I actually have my mother's juicer. It's so pretty, it's green. And whenever I cooked with Ellington and Lennon Russum, they got the biggest kick out of it being my mother's. I have a new one too that's red, shocker. But my mom's is green and they wanted to use that every time we cooked. I'm gonna get that out, we're gonna use it the next time. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna put some cilantro in it. Remember how we do our cilantro, just give it a little haircut. Much easier. Sometimes, I don't know, chopping herbs sometimes to me is a little laborious. So this is so easy. Those are our puppies playing. Nico's asleep right now. Or we might be talking to him too. While I'm doing this, I want to tell y'all, one reason I put out this big container of vinegar today is, number one, I was using it in my recipe, but the other reason is I wanted you to see that you can order different sizes of Steen's products in it. Like I told Ovid whenever I was talking to him about this vinegar, I said, you know, I use a lot of vinegar, so I will probably get that large size, so I'm really grateful to have it. Okay, you know, green onions are good. Remember what I told y'all about green onions and parsley? And did you know this, Charlene? If you put this down, you've cut this off. If you put it down in water, it'll grow again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to do it so we can look at it next week.
Is that what you were saying you told people about?
Yeah.
That and parsley? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I told people about the fact that green onions are like parsley for the South.
Oh.
We might not use parsley, but we always find an excuse to use green onions. Okay, y'all, so I usually just serve this. You could serve it on that really pretty lettuce if you wanted to, but to me, this dish is just easier served in a pretty white bowl because it's so colorful. And we have this great board that is the Star of Texas. I think I have it turned from. There you go. That we got in Dixon, Tennessee at a really sweet little antique shop. So if you have something like that, you just kind of freak out outside the box and to serve it with your corn chips. You'll have to let me know if you liked it, and I hope you do make it. You can leave a message on our Facebook post, and I'll also post a number that you can text me if you'd like a book. Thanks so much for joining me, and happy Memorial Day.